Okay. Hi. Hello. Come, Shakshi. I know you. I have a picture of you. Come here. I have a picture of you. Hello.
There was this feeling of excitement to something through this observation. The knowledge may stay able to learn a lot. Although this family is well during our parents.
The school manager, the school head teacher, the president of West Cozy teachers, students, parents, invited guests, Nisambula Vinaka, and a very, very good morning to you all. Yes, indeed, it's a very good morning. And I'd like to accord a special welcome to the students and teachers from Bas Special School, Sigatoka Special School, Sigatoka Sunshine, and Nandi Center for Special Education. Another reason why I think it's a very, very beautiful day is, you know who makes our lives beautiful is our children. And any celebration that includes our children, whether they are our special children or whether they are children from the mainstream schools, need to be celebrated. They complete our lives. As parents, as grandparents, as teachers, as members of the community, it's the children who complete our life. Yes, you do. You do. Okay, thank you. And it was earlier stated that yes, there are blessings. There are blessings from God. The blessings in our life. And sharing the word and spreading love and kindness amongst the community regarding our special children, I think that's the way we should go. That's the way we should celebrate. Okay? And this celebration, I think, is, we can take this celebration to another level and say, let's celebrate life. Let us not categorize people into special children, or children suffering from autism, or children suffering from Down syndrome, or children suffering from any form of disability. Right? Let's just celebrate life. And I think my way of moving forward would be to forget about what disabilities that we have and treat each and every child as equally as we would treat any child. They're all special. They may have disabilities, they may have difficulties, but at the end of the day, believe me, they are children and they need to be treated. All children need to be treated with the same love and respect within their homes, within the communities, and within the school system as well. So please allow me to put on record my sincere appreciation on behalf of the government, on behalf of the ministry, my permanent secretary and the senior education officials, on record the appreciation that the teachers in our special schools across the country, the effort that our teachers put in to make a difference in the lives of our children. Okay? Thank you very much. And Madam Head Teacher, I was very much inspired by your address this morning. I saw emotions, and I think we cannot spread love, we cannot be compassionate, we cannot be empathetic, we cannot understand the needs of others if we do not have that in the heart. So for us in the teaching field, for us in the medical profession, for us in the Ministry of Social Welfare, I think that partnership needs to be strengthened across the ministries. These are cross-cutting issues, and I'd like to thank the Ministry of Women, Children and Poverty Alleviation for taking their role in addressing the needs of special children, and of course the Minister of Health and Medical Services, where our medical staff continue to provide care and advice to the public about how to address the needs of our community, especially our special children, and of course, as I said, our teachers. So thank you very much, and again, that makes today another special day. A couple of weeks ago, we did the same awareness program at the Fiji School of Blind, where we had the second of its kind of workshop, where we are trying to include teachers to ensure that teachers are able to address the needs of our children, both in the special schools as well as the mainstream schools. And these workshops will continue so that as teachers, when those teachers present here today, you understand the role that you have. And we understand the challenges that you face. And the other stakeholders that are present here. The Prime Minister was here last week for the outrigger work for kids. For the last 2 years, I used to be part of that, and unfortunately I missed out this year, but I was happy that the work was very, very successful. And I'm sure the money that has been raised through charities and corporate donations are going to be put to good use. Okay? So, education is, of course, about partnerships. It's about partnerships. We cannot depend on one organization, the government alone or the NGOs alone. We need everybody. We need the corporate bodies to come in. We need the faith-based organizations to come in. And most importantly, we need the parents to come on board. The parents are the first caregivers of the children. And to include parents in these school systems, I think, is also very important. Okay? And parents need to understand what's going on within the school system that is going to prepare their child. We want to prepare each and every child for the job market, regardless of what challenges they are facing. I wouldn't call it disability. I would call it challenges that our special children face. The moment you put the word disability, or you put the word disabled, or you put an autistic child, you put a child with a poor vision, you put a child, oh, this child is suffering from Down syndrome, this child is... We're sort of separating the child from everybody else. So these children have challenges, and in the school system we are here to ensure that we assist our children with overcoming their challenges, and that would be the way forward. And so thank you all, and ladies and gentlemen, coming back to the focus of World Autism Awareness Day 2019 is talking about assistive technologies and active participation, and I'm told the first World Autism Day was celebrated in 2008, so that means we've come a long, long way. And of course, the month April is always earmarked to celebrate that. So I'm not going to talk about what autism is, but I'm going to talk about how we identify children. At what stage do we identify children who may be suffering from certain challenges that we talked about, okay? And this is where I think, as part of the education system, as part of your parent-teacher programs within schools, we need to be able to assist parents identifying those. What are those factors that tell you that my child is suffering from some form of a challenge or a disability? So I'm happy to say that the ministry is strengthening inclusive education options for children with challenges and their families across Fiji, and we will continue our support for special schools. And of course, if I had to share my experience about, well, autism, I mean, the first time I found about autism was when I was watching a movie. And I'm sure a lot of you watched that movie with Shah Rukh Khan. And that was something new to us. Okay, but he was a grown-up man. Here we are focusing on children. That's very important that we focus on the early stage, because research says that in the first 3 years we should be able to pick out whether the child is suffering from autism or not. So again, awareness is very important. While we celebrate, we need to understand and we need to be aware of how do we identify children who have these conditions. The head teacher talked about, it's not a disease. Of course it's not a disease. No disability should ever be considered as a disease. Simple as that. And that will allow us to treat everybody equally and fairly and squarely. It's strange that in our society, when we see somebody with a disability pass by us, what do? I think we are all guilty of giving that person a second look. We are all guilty of doing that. That's what we need to rid of. Why do we give the person suffering from a disability a second look? It's because we've grown up with the thing that that person is different. But he or she should not be different. They are part of us, they are part of our homes, they are part of our communities. The way forward would be to see how best we can lead a helping hand to assist that person. I had a sad experience in Damodar cinemas about a month ago. I think this child would have been a university student, first, second year student. As he was walking along in front of Gloria Jeans, he suddenly fell. He just fell. You know, like how your body just goes. He fell and he started doing, and we know he had fits. Sadly, there was a big crowd of people gathered there. Probably they didn't know what to do. And in most cases, that's the case. We don't know what to do. So if we want to create awareness about how to help a person, we need to create that awareness too. What do we do when somebody has fits? And then it took him about by the time we reached there, he was all up and good. But the kid felt embarrassed. I mean, I'm going to call him a kid because for me he was still a child. He felt embarrassed that there was a whole crowd of people there. Nobody knew what to do, whether to lift him up or let him lie there, or the things that we do. And he walked up, then I took me and my kids, we went and said, "Are you okay?" Yes ma'am, we're okay, need some water and stuff. So we asked him. He said, "I'm sorry, I forgot to take my medication." Again, there are certain things where medication is important. And my experience with women ministry, Arita would know, we had a lot of people who had mental conditions and would be sleeping on the streets of Suva. We had to reach out and say, "Look, where are your families?" We would trace down their families, take them to St. Giles Hospital, get their medication done, and keep them for a couple of weeks, and then take them back to the families. And after a couple of months, they would be back on the streets. So these are challenges. But what do? Should we wash our hands of them and say, "Look, okay, we can't deal with it"? No. We've got to keep trying. We've got to keep trying as much as we can. And that should give us that personal satisfaction. I tried whatever was in my powers to assist that person. So that should cut across the board. Any disability. Lead a helping hand. Share. And of course, spread the information that you know about it so that you can educate people around you much better. So ladies and gentlemen, the number of special children in our school continues to increase. But I'm doubtful that there are many, many more that we can add to the numbers. This year we have a total of 1,149 children with disabilities attending our special schools. We have 143 special children in our inclusive schools, so basically bringing the total to 1,292 children with special educational needs. So what do? Ladies and gentlemen, taking a look at the 2019 Western School special data, here we have 82 students out of the 577 students with autism. That's behavioral challenges in your division alone, in the Western division alone. Sigatoka has recorded 23 autistic children, giving highest number of students enrolled in the Western schools. So like all children with autism greatly benefit from being able to learn in an environment, a supportive environment. And schools must be an enabling, supportive environment. They must be included in the family systems, the community. They must be integrated into the community network. And of course, I strongly believe the teachers and the school community help a child develop his or her full potential. I can understand how difficult it would be for teachers to take control of children. They have different behavior, they have different behavioral patterns. So hats off to you for having that patience and having the love in your heart and the kindness to ensure that our children in our schools are looked after well. At the ministry level, ladies and gentlemen, we have prepared a toolkit, Disability Inclusive Education Toolkit, which I'm sure is helping our teachers to work with disability. Okay? And the toolkit has a handbook for our teachers, fact sheets, and disability service directly for further referrals. Certain children we may not be able to handle in school, so there are other referral agencies where these children could be referred so that they could be given assistance. And we are in our plans to develop a memorandum of understanding with Ministry of Health, Medical Services in order to strengthen school-level access to specialists, such as therapists who can support children with disability in schools. But you and I are both aware that we need to have specialists. And Fiji is currently facing a shortage of specialists in many areas. So this is something that we'll be looking at. We will also be looking at strengthening linkages between schools and maternal and child health services to allow us to enable early identification of disability. Of course, we'll also be looking at more community awareness programs, home visits, which will incorporate with the health education. The training of early childhood care education teachers in identifying of children with disability and referrals to maternal and child health services is also going to be considered. The ministry is also reviewing its policy regarding volunteers and consider their engagement as support to inclusive education. We are also advocating for local tertiary education providers to offer courses in specialist services such as speech and occupational therapy. So as and when that happens, I would like to urge the teachers to take advantage of that. Ladies and gentlemen, as a government, as a ministry, we envision a world in which all people with special needs have the opportunity to advance their quality of life. We want a world where children with our special children realize their life aspirations. Our special children realize their potential, and you and I can help them realize the potentials that they have. And of course, we need to make them valued members of our community and welcome them with open arms, with no discrimination, no stereotyping behaviors, and of course, all the thing that comes with it. So to achieve this, what we have done is we've offered 20 full-time scholarships. The government has offered 20 full-time scholarships for any award program for children with special needs for the year 2019 to study at local tertiary academic institutions. Some teachers have applied and others are welcome to apply. The scholarship covers full tuition and general fee with an annual allowance of $6,800 per annum. So if you're not aware, please log into the website and find out and see how best you can access that scholarship. Of course, I also would like to urge, like I said, teachers to take advantage of the opportunity that's offered. And to all the children here, enjoy this day. It is your day, and I'm sure we can make every day your day. Every day is your day. Let us others do the work, and you enjoy every day of your life. You deserve that, okay? And we are having special celebrations across the country, including yours here today. And this is part of our ongoing program. I'd like to urge the schools to not restrict celebrations to particular months of the year, but please ensure that this awareness continues throughout the year. It's very important. One thing I've noticed while being in government is if we set aside a month for something like Pinktober for breast cancer, November, October, then it comes November for prostate cancer, then April is set aside for disability. We sort of forget about the rest of the years. Okay? So I think as teachers, as government ministries, we need to make sure that we continue to talk about these issues. Okay? And that is definitely going to be the way forward to create more awareness. So ladies and gentlemen, a very simple thing I'd like you to do to all the children in Fiji and across the world who are our special children, can we put our hands together and say, thank you for being in our lives? And can we say to all these children, we love you from the bottom of our hearts, and you are very, very, very special to us. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me here this morning.
Okay. Go. Happy? Good. Anybody's